available 24 hours every day. This will also mean you're helping to ensure those who need emergency help get it quickly. On our website you can report a crime or incident, or request and provide an update on a previously reported incident. Our online services, including My Community Voice, allow you to report missing persons, a road traffic-related incident, report suspicious activity and find guidance, including information on crime prevention, and keep updated with news appeals, engagement events, and general policing activities. Wherever possible, please use our online services. Kent Police do not tolerate swearing or abuse of our staff. We are currently experiencing high call demand. To ensure we are focused on keeping Kent safe, we are prioritizing emergency calls. This means you will experience longer wait times. If you know the extension number you require, press 1. If you are inquiring about someone who is being held in custody, press 2. If you are unable to go online and need to talk to us about a previously reported incident or crime, or need to contact an officer, press 3. Kent Police take great care to ensure that personal data is handled appropriately. For further information and to view our privacy notice, please visit the Kent Police website. All calls are recorded. Your call is currently in a queue and will be answered as soon as one of our call handlers becomes available. Please do not hang up.
Right, guys, I'm ringing 101, the police, because they've told me to ring them back. I've got a reference number. I've come back and there is 3 lads and a girl, and they're messing around with the doors in the building.
Your call is currently in a queue and will be answered as soon as one of our call handlers becomes available. Please do not hang up.
So I was walking back, so I was coming home, and I felt like I was being intimidated by young people. They were opening and shutting the door. And I know who's been put.
Kent Police, how can I help?
Yeah, I've got a reference number. I need to talk to somebody.
Okay, can I take the reference number, please?
05
Yeah.
0652.
Okay, bear with me for a moment.
Thank you.
And can I confirm your name, please?
My name is Miss Crystal Marshall.
Okay, and was that to do with problems with neighbours?
Yes, and I've got another incident to add to it.
Okay, so what's happened now?
I've come home to my flat to find 4 youths pulling open. Our communal door is open, it won't shut. Someone's damaged the communal door. I reported it to the housing. They've left it like it. They're just being disruptive. That when I came in to try to get into the building, they were in my way. I had to walk past them. They were opening and shutting the other door. They're going to end up breaking that one. I couldn't get to where I was going. They was in my way. And one of them opened the door and let me in, but they'd been bashing the door, and I was absolutely worried what was going to happen. One of them was opening and shutting the door. We're going to have all the doors broken off.
Okay, and how long ago was this?
About 5-10 minutes ago.
Okay. And are you back home now?
Yeah, I've got in safely, but these kids are following me about. They're leaving things on the floor. I believe they're damaging parcels, and they're targeting me for some reason. I've got a TikTok channel. It's for over 18s, and I don't believe these kids are over 18 at all. But I believe they're going into my TikTok.
Oh, okay. And what's made you think that they're accessing your TikTok
I'm just
account?
getting a load of fake profiles calling me fat and horrible names. I also feel I'm trying to be provoked. I've got a neighbour upstairs that is really, really noisy. They're on the same floor as him. They're the second floor. And I've suffered nothing but harassment since I've moved into this property, and this guy upstairs moved in. I'm not saying it's connected to him, but they're on the same floor. And I can just walk into the building, anybody can, and take parcels, anything. They're leaving the door open. These lads are leaving the door open. That is a definite safety issue, and I don't know why the housing aren't addressing it. And I've come home, and upstairs is banging on my ceiling. The kids are running up and down, scraping furniture and just causing havoc. And that's the guy that I had trouble with when I moved in.
So can I confirm, because I know you've reported that they've sort of been preventing you from going out. Has that been physically, or have they just been sort of making you feel like you don't want to leave your house?
Yeah, it's intimidating. It's frightening me with a dog. The neighbour next door was using a dog to intimidate me. These kids are circling around the building when I'm going out. One of them is riding on an electric moped on the pavement. My son tried to get the council involved to help me, but they're not doing anything.
Okay. So how was the dog? How was the neighbour using the dog to intimidate you?
I reported it to the housing. It was the man. He was stood on the balcony, they're letting their dog bark at me whenever I go out. They're targeting me because they take it back in. Once he's barked at me and frightened me, they take it back in. I reported the guy swearing. He was telling the dog to F off and to F him move. I believe the neighbours are trying to get me out of my flat, forcing me to leave by my own accord by being rude and nasty and intimidating.
And has any of your own property been damaged by them?
I've had parcels broken, yes, 2, and 1 stolen, and the delivery guy said it was kids on bikes.
And has that been reported to the police?
No, because when I rang 101, they said it could have been damaged in transit. They're not. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm just worried now that they're hovering around when I'm coming in and out of the building, like my dog's going to get run over or something. These bikes are on the pavement. I mean, they act all they're not. He opened the door, and they're laughing at me as well. And I'm an older person. They're about they're teenage kids. I'm 56.
And you said they've been ringing your buzzer as well?
Yes, one of them rang my buzzer and asked me if he's leaving his bike in the hallway and he charges it downstairs. And then one of them rang my buzzer, and I don't know if they rang anybody else's, but he rang mine whilst I was live streaming on TikTok and said, "Have you got my charger?"
Right. So has that only happened on the one occasion, or has that happened before with over any other?
Once.
Okay.
I think it's ever since I've reported this, the noise nuisance upstairs, this has been going on and off for about 5 years, but it's got really bad now. And they've left a load of magazines on the floor. They've pulled out magazines with it's just weird what they're doing.
And do you feel like you've had to sort of change your routine at all in order to avoid them? Or
yes, I do. I just don't feel I want to come home anymore. I just don't like living in this place. And like I said, my son tried to get the Medway Council to listen, but they came in and just left and didn't listen to me at all. And the landlord's not doing anything either. I stipulated that, the door, anyone can walk in. They just don't care. I reported the door. I think this is all being done on purpose. And they're going to rip the doors off the hinges. They would just put. They think it's funny because no one's doing anything. It's getting worse. They're actually laughing.
Okay.
And
have you got a smartphone with internet access?
Yeah, I have, but it's not working at the moment. The internet's unstable.
Okay, no, that's fine. Don't worry about that now. So, do you know who these young people are? Do they live at a particular address within there?
They're coming on the second floor where I reported the guy upstairs above me for noise nuisance. It was a long time ago. And
so they live on the second floor,
They live on the same floor as him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know the address of where the man with the dog lives?
He's next door to me.
And do you know what number that is?
Just hang on a minute.